Okay, so for everybody that's been in the course for a few weeks, I'm gonna get to y'all at the end of this call, and I'm gonna address the people that are brand new so they know how they need to go through the course first. And then the people that have questions regarding homework and stuff like that, we're gonna do a run through with. Okay. So, first and foremost, if you are brand new, welcome. Nice to meet you all. I definitely wanted to do this call because y'all's sustainability is something that's extremely important to me in regards to trading, right? Trading is not a get rich quick thing at all. Like there is a certain skill set that is involved. It is a certain level of work ethic and discipline that has to be involved as well. And that's really just anything in life, but investing especially. Okay. And when it comes to trading, I know some of you guys came from the whole like earn your leisure platform. So you guys like are involved in stocks and stuff like that. A lot of you guys came from my platform, which already knew about Forex. Some of you guys are super brand new. Some of you guys have a whole bunch of experience in the foreign exchange market, had a whole bunch of different educators before me, and then are coming to me because you couldn't get into private mentorship. So, wherever you are in your journeys, I'm going to address each of you guys collectively, but also individually as well. So, first and foremost, when it comes to the course, okay, beginners, for everybody, the course should take 11 to 12 weeks to go through. All right. If you guys have already went through it, or if you guys have just flown through it and watched the videos, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to be successful at this. You have to put in the work. Like it's not going to just come as this esoteric thing. Like you have to literally take what I'm giving you, apply it in the market, literally experience what it is that I'm telling you guys. And then you go to the next assignment and the next assignment and the next assignment. If you are brand new, module 1 through 4 is going to tell you everything you need to know before you get to 5 through 9. Okay. Module 1 through 4 is the basics. Like that is the basics course that I have that I give to people. And that part of the course will take you through what is a pip, lot sizes, the history of Forex, understanding literally what this is as a whole. If you're super experienced, I would say go through the basics also, just because, like so many people when it comes to Forex learn through so many different methodologies. So I think that it's very important in any realm of investing that you partake in, you should know the history of it. Like I think that people should be very diligent in whatever craft it is that they partake in or want to do, and not just like half step it. So I definitely feel like it's important, even if you are experienced, to just go through that basic sports portion to see if there's anything like fillers that you may need in regards to your learning process. Okay. Now, in regards to actually what I'm going to do is share my screen and run y'all through like how the course is set up, if you're super brand new. Okay. Also, for my super experienced people, last week Zoom call, everything we talked about, I'm just going to literally put it in like from the first week, because we've been doing Zoom calls every week. So from the first week up until now, I'm putting all of that information in this one Zoom call. So everybody just has this to go through. And I'm going to put this actual Zoom call in your course. Okay. So that everybody just knows everything. Okay. Because like even now in the Facebook group, it's like a whole bunch of questions that's like already been answered. And I know that some people are coming in brand new and some people already experienced stuff. So it's like, how do you manage the expectations for everybody? So that is what today is for. Okay. Now, let me show you guys how the course is set up for people who have not yet been through it, and what you guys need to go through. Hold on one second. Um, Here we are. Okay, so share screen. Okay, so here we are. So number one, right here is the terms and conditions. Mine looks a little different from you guys because I can like actually edit the content and stuff like that. So the terms and conditions, read this, like everybody should read this and understand everything. Okay. The next part is the welcome. Read this as well. It literally gives you access to the Facebook group So there have been so many messages like, hey, how do I get access to the Facebook group? Like, make sure y'all go through all of this information. You guys paid for it. You should definitely utilize it. Okay, so this is where you get your Facebook group link, and then also gives you the rundown of the course, gives you the Zoom call link for all the Sunday sessions so that there are no questions about that. Now, next, after that, you have all of the history of Forex, which is, this is the basics, module 1 through 4. Oh, hold on, because I locked it so people can't just go step by step, and make sure you go through each thing. So give me a second. All right, so here we are. So let's first module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4. These are all the basics, okay? Now, module 3 is something that everybody should go through, because even if you are advanced, I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't really deal with fundamental analysis in regards to the news and all of those different things. So definitely go through this just so you even understand why is price moving. Like if an economic indicator comes out, consumer price index comes out, you need to understand like what that actually is and how price reacts to it. A lot of it deals with like expectation, well, the expected number opposed to like the actual number and what actually happens in the economy. You have an expectation number, you literally have the actual, you have a forecasted number, and all of these things play a part. So that is all explained in the fundamental analysis portion, okay? Technical analysis module 4 is the basics of technical analysis. So I show you like what is an uptrend, what is a downtrend, what is consolidation, all these different things. So when you actually get to the in-depth portion of the course, everything that y'all see all of those student testimonials about, that is module 6 and below, okay? Module 5 is necessities. This is literally how to structure your homework, how to use TradingView, and then the expectations. Please go through it. Don't skip through it. Like, get that lock that just popped up for me is what's going to pop up for you guys if you just try to go through. So please go through everything and do your due diligence going through it, because again, you guys paid your money and I want you to be successful from this. Like, you can't expect something for nothing. And I'm going to keep emphasizing that, because some of you guys have been asking questions about assignment number 2, and it's like, and I'm happy that I added Faith and Liz to the group, because we can literally tell that y'all haven't done all 7 pairs. And it's like, again, I'm gonna get to the people who's actually doing the homework at the end, but for my beginner people, let me finish this part real quick. So the necessities, again, what are the course expectations? Like basically making sure that you are doing your homework in detail, because this is the thing, and I always like equate it to this. If a parent goes outside and shows their child how to shoot a basketball into a hoop, right? The child can see the parent shoot the basketball into the hoop, but until the child goes out and continues to practice, right, they're not going to make the shot. So when you guys see me mark up, or even Faith and Mike yesterday on the Sunday night call, like they made me so proud, because it just lets me know that I did my job. It's like the fact that they can literally regurgitate everything that I've taught them is so amazing to me, but also something that, especially when it comes to Forex, people don't do. Like I have friends that tell me, like, why you giving them all this? Like, why you put all this in your course, et cetera, et cetera? Because at the end of the day, if everybody's wealthy, then our entire economic like ecosystem will be messed up, right? Like people don't tell people everything when it comes to actually getting money. You see a lot of successful people, but very few people will tell you like step by step how they got there. And when it comes to my students, like I make sure that I give y'all everything that I have, because I personally feel like it's enough money to go around for everybody. Like it's no need to be selfish. And I also think people aren't blessed when they're selfish. Now, unlocking the secrets. So 1, 2, 3, and well, 1, 2, 3 of the unlocking secrets part. Number 1 is the foundation of your chart. Okay, so module 6 all the way to the end of the course, again, is everything that my private students have, all of my one-on-one students. All right, so you guys in this course are not like missing out on anything. It's literally step by step everything that they have. Okay, so the foundation of your chart, I'm going to emphasize for people who have been in the course already, or people doing this assignment. Somebody put in the Facebook group like a chart that's just completely wrong. And when it comes to this assignment, it's literally step by step. Like, if I say draw two zones and you see the ellipse, it's not like a trick. It's not like I am giving you guys something that is just like this esoteric thing that's like not comprehensive. Is okay, draw your zones. Like, it's no reason people should have regions and like stuff that I don't even have in the video, right? Just follow it step by step. Okay. Structure assignment. Okay. In the structure, and for everybody that's brand new, how to structure your homework will literally give you insight to everything that you need to know in regards to the tools that you're going to be using regarding your homework, and then how all of my private students had to do their homework. Okay. So please, please, please make sure you go through this part of the course, or this part of the phase. Before I finish this, I want, like, while we're actually talking about assignment number 1 and 2, I want Faith and Liz to say something before I continue with like all of the expectations and everything, because they've been in the group with people and like helping assist people. So I want them to just speak based off of like what they've seen, because a lot of people are asking the exact same questions, and it's just like it's all there, right? And I don't know. It's just a little, I just don't understand. It's all there. Okay. So Faith and Liz, you guys can go ahead. I'm gonna stop sharing for a second. You guys speak, and then I'm gonna go into the actual homework assignments.
Hi guys, it's Liz. You have to do your due diligence. You really do. When I did assignment number 2, it was difficult for me as well. I didn't have anybody to ask. I did my assignment. I completed it. I waited on Jess, and when it was time for me to do my next session, Jess was like, "Sis, no. I know it's difficult, but I had to go back to." She said, "Sis," she just really quick went over, what I was supposed to be doing, and then she said, "Go back, rewatch the video, and do it again." So it's like, when you guys come in the group and you guys, am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? I mean, we would love to sit there and try to walk you through it bit by bit, but you gotta do it to its entirety. Jess said I had to go back and watch the video, so I didn't have the luxury for her to sit there and say, "Okay, Liz, put this here, put this here." No, I had to go back and rewatch that video. You understand? So you guys really have to do your due diligence. You can't just do one pair and say, "Hey, can you guys help me out? Can you help me out? Am I doing this right?" Do all 7 pairs. Go back to the examples that just put in the course. Try to match it up. I even pinned an face homework example in the group, so you can actually take that example and try to, see where you're going wrong if you feel like you are going wrong. But you really have to do your due diligence. You really have to go back and rewatch that video and try to figure it out. I don't mean to sound harsh, but you really do. Faith?
Liz, I agree 100%. I just wanted to, let me just say that I went and watched the video, Jess. I went and watched that assignment, and I didn't even have that much of an explanation as to how to do it. Like, you actually put in the video, "Oh, the reason why I didn't bring this here is because of this, and the reason why this is like this is," we didn't have none of that. And so I had to go through all 7 pairs. Y'all already know how many screenshots it is. And I'm sure we all work full time. So it took a minute just for her to say, "No, it's wrong." So I wasn't able to do one pair, "Is this right?" And then do another pair, "Is this right?" And then no, we had to go through all 7 pairs. And even after going through all 7 pairs, I think I had to do it 3 times before she was like, yeah, before she was like, "Okay, I guess now you could go, you got it now." Imagine doing all of those 3 times over. So it's definitely not just about to click after the first pair. It's something that you need to it's something that you need to do in its entirety. And then when you do that, and then you get feedback from one of us, then when she's actually telling you what you're doing wrong, you'll understand what she's talking about, as opposed to just doing one pair and then have somebody say, oh no, it's wrong. You know, if you just do one pair and then one of us said, oh no, it's wrong, you're not going to get why it's wrong, because you didn't take it, you know, you didn't do it over and over and over and over. But once you do it enough times, you're going to be like, oh, that's why that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So like, it'll be much different if you do it in its entirety, and then you can say, you'll actually be able to identify what you don't understand. Because just asking, is this wrong? If you ask me, or if you are able to tell me something specifically that you don't understand about it, then I'm like, okay, this person, you know, they did their due diligence. So that's what I wanted to say.
And listen, really, it's like going to choir practice too, and learning a new song, and keep going to choir practice, singing that song over and over and over. When I was younger, I used to want to learn songs, and it was different at my time. I would have to rewind the tape player, write the words, go back, rewind it, write the words. For real, there was no YouTube, find the lyrics to this. We didn't have computers and stuff like that. I had to sit there and tunnel vision a song because I wanted every single word in my head. So
And
you really have to go back to that video.
It's so crazy because it's the most important, literally. It's the most, all the other things are just extra tools, but this is really like the foundation of understanding direction, which is obviously the most, you have to know the direction if you're gonna win a trade. Entry, you can, you know, entry is important if you don't like drawdown, but if you don't even know the direction that price is going, how are you gonna make money? So it's really important.
Yeah, structure is what holds the market up. It's just like building a house. You have to build the frame first. So you just got to go back. No matter, it's like, oh, I can't get it, I need some help. You have to go back and keep watching them videos. You have to eat it, sleep it, breathe it. That's what I do. That's eat it, I sleep it, and I breathe it. I eat it like my favorite dish that I love, oxtails, rice, and peas. Yeah, very.
Almost have to have an obsession. But anyways,
let's not go off on
a tangent. So thank y'all for that. So first off, these two are my students that, like, they're actual students. These aren't people that's just like, oh yeah, like they're actually making money from trading. Like,
by the way, just AJ played out and GJ from last night on the phone.
And the trade.
You could have given us that little 2 cents, sis.
And I'm sorry, I'm gonna post it. I'm sorry, I just got back from Miami. So I've been traveling like crazy, but I still wanted to do this Zoom call with y'all because it was super important to me. So like she just said, all of their trades, even Mike, completely different from Liz. His trades from last night that he showed everybody played out. Like, trading is 3 things: entry, where to get in, where to get out. Y'all learn all of those in this course. Not only that, if you trade options or anything else, this is going to help you tremendously. Now, another question is, somebody messaged me and said, hey, well, can you do like a harder pair? I did a video on GJ, which is one of the hardest pairs to even do when it comes to structure. That video, I will resend out that announcement for everybody that's super new. But I will resend out that announcement because I did that one as well. But like Liz and Faith said, like, I think people like in this course have like this thing like, oh, like I'm missing something that her private students had. And it's just like, that's not the case at all. Like, the only thing that you might be missing is the fact that I'm not there to just sit there and say like, hey, yes, no, this is not right. Yes, this is right. Like, I mean, they paid way more for that private mentorship. This is an automated course, like, but you're still getting everything that you need in this automated course. So if you do the work, you will have the results. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, again, all of my, well, not all of them, a lot of my students have literally went, like I made sure before I made this public, I had them go through it to make sure I crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's. So all I'm just asking is that you guys put in the work for you guys, for yourselves, because I think that one of the things that we do as human nature is that we let ourselves down. Like, we don't hold the promises to ourselves. And I'm saying that because I can see how far people have gotten in the course. And if I see somebody, it's somebody that's 97% finished with the course that bought it 2 weeks ago. And if I say, like, spend a week on every assignment, but you just fast forward through it, in my mind, you're already not going to be successful in trading because you don't have the discipline to do what you need to do. Like, that's a lack of discipline, because you just want to hurry up and make the money, not understanding that, no, this is not. Prime example. If somebody decides that I want to be a doctor, right? This is the fastest way to money. Like trading, you make money like superstars when you know this skill set, okay? And it's one of the fastest paths because you don't have to go get a 10-year degree. If somebody wants to go perform surgery, they can't just walk to the 12th floor of a hospital and say, hey, I'm about to go do emergency surgery on somebody. It was a skill set that they had to learn, right? And what they make, like $200,000 a year. With this, you can make $200,000 in a month. But again, you're not going to make the money if you don't put in the work. So I'm not singling anybody out for it, but for the person that literally did 97% of the course, you just fast forwarded through the videos. And I'm telling everybody, like, I believe in honesty and transparency. You are not going to be successful doing that. And I'm not even trying to like sound condescending or mean or anything. I'm just speaking facts. Like, you have to learn it and apply it and go through the work. Okay. Now, in regards to the homework examples, I said that I'm going to send out homework examples, but I wanted to do this call first so that, because some of the homework examples are literally pre-recorded calls from like an old Zoom session that I did with students. And on there, I have different relationships with all students, so I needed to blur some things out because everybody's business isn't for everybody, but I feel like the best way is for you guys to see how I actually talk to private students and group students so that you guys can see like the level of like intensity that it does take to be successful at this. Now, that second assignment where Liz said that they had to do 2 and 3 times, and you can ask them yourselves, when they had to do it 2 or 3 times, it's not like we were on a Zoom call where we did one together at all. I literally just was like, no, you're tracing price. The way that you know whether you do that assignment right is if you can, when you get to the fib assignment, if you can draw a fib on there and you see a structure reverse, you know you're seeing structure clearly. Now, also, I need everybody to rewatch that GJ example that I did. I actually think I still have that markup on here. So for everybody that is brand new to the course, everything that I'm about to show you from this point on this Zoom call might 100% confuse you. So if you want, you can hop off and then just watch the recording later once you get to this part of the course, because I don't want it to be confusing at all to anyone. Where is that GJ? Because I think I still actually have it on my chart. So I'm going to just make a brand new example of it. Yeah, it's still on here. So I have a whole section that says course peers. So this is GJ. So for everybody that's confused about this assignment, it is structure. Okay, that's the first thing, is structure, is understanding the flow of the market and the movement. So if I'm marking up GJ on this second assignment, y'all are literally make sure y'all follow what I'm saying in TradingView in regards to the locks, but y'all are literally just identifying structure. So if I identify this as an uptrend on my 4-hour structure, now what I'm gonna do, remember to use the reverse. I'm gonna go to minor structure and break it down. Now, This assignment is like cleaning your bedroom. Things got to get ugly before they get pretty. When you clean your bedroom, right, you got to move everything out so that you dust and you vacuum and like everything gets really messy for a second so that it's clean. And then once we have our minds clean by understanding what we're doing, that is when like your actual trading charts will look nothing like this. All right. So that is my 1 hour structure for this. I have what is the low of price. The easiest way to understand this, what is the low of price? What is the high of price? Okay. Where does it pull back to? Where does it go next? All of this is in the same area. So you don't have to trace here, 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 none of that, okay? You're not tracing price, you're understanding structure. So what is the high, what is the low, where does it pull back to, where does it go next, okay? Now, we're going down. Everybody can see this structure. We have an impulse down here, okay? Price pulls back. It continues lower. That is that lower point. This pulls back here. This pulls back here. That is that structure. Now, this whole structure right here, this is something that is literally like a whole range of price, right? Technically on 1 hour structure, this would not be a new high point right here. I don't want anybody to be confused if you ever come to an area like this. This whole thing is like a flag. So if I were to, you can really mark this how you want in regards to this particular one. And what I mean by that is here, what color did I use first? Blue. Again, if you're brand new, you're not going to understand this part till you get to this part of the assignment. You can break this off because this is the whole flag. That's something that's very important that people need to understand in trading. What is that entire pullback, right? So saying here, 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 the best way to explain it is when you put your mind in like a Fibonacci mindset, you are not going to draw a fib here to here and then change your low point or change your high point because this is the same structure. Does that make sense? So you're gonna go to that actual pullback or that actual high of that structure, which is here. Okay, so again, you can mark this off as consolidation or you can pull it.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
So what she's pretty much saying is if you have an area where there's highs that's in the same price point, you don't need to if you're on major structure, you don't need to individualize them because if you do that, you're not going to be able to break it down once you get down to 30-minute structure.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So let's say that you don't got that that other high before the second high. Would you draw your Fibonacci on that one point and then move it up when you get that second high if it don't break that
Yes, your high,
high?
yeah. So this would, your fib high would be right here. Once y'all get to the fib part, it's always from the lowest point to the highest point. So the highest point of that structure is there.
Yeah, so if you don't have that second high before, you will draw it on that one. But if whenever that next one comes up, you're gonna draw it on that one. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. Are you saying would you draw it here and then you wouldn't draw
Yeah,
that?
first off, yeah, and if and then you see that other one goes up there but doesn't break that lower high on the other structure, then you're gonna draw it to that one.
Well, once you get to the fib assignment, are you at the fib assignment yet? Oh, you're Devin. Hi, Devin. Yeah, you're.
Yeah, I'm past. I'm just trying to clarify.
Yeah, but I have a whole, like, again, I have a whole, like, these homework examples I already put to the side for y'all. I just wanted to have this conversation first. Like, this is a whole rundown with like private students understanding that fib structure. I'm gonna drop these videos in y'all's course, but I needed to go over this first so that you can kind of see like everything. Okay.
All right, for sure.
Okay, so let's go back down. All right, so here now the main thing y'all need to understand is what is 1 hour structure, what is 30-minute structure. Okay, this high doesn't, I mean, this low, you see, it's the same level, so I don't really have to stop at this low. I'm just going to go back down with my structure. So I have impulse, correction, continuation. Again, right here, is this the same vicinity?
Yeah.
Yep. So we don't
Yeah.
we don't need to do the whole double bottom thing, right? Like it's not counted, and this is another thing, it's not counted as wrong if you do this, because this does pull back. But the main thing I want y'all to understand is where structure stops and where structures begins. The main thing you need to understand when understanding structure is do not trace price. So if you do anything like this, where you have, let me get my annotation tool. If you do anything where you have here, 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 and you're just tracing price, you're not doing anything but wasting your time. You're not understanding what is the structure that you see. So just ask yourself, like, this is the best way to understand this. What is the high of price? What is the low of price? Where does it pull back to, and where does it go next? Okay, and that's how you're gonna understand this assignment and the flow of this assignment. And then when you drop down to your 30-minute structure, when you drop down to your 30-minute, all you're doing is breaking down each 1 hour trend. You're breaking each 1 hour trend down into 30-minute structure. Okay, so this is an entire trend, right? So we have this impulse here. Ooh, let me change colors because I already used purple. So we have an impulse here, we have a pullback, we have a continuation, right? Now here we have consolidation. If it's consolidation, mark it off as consolidation if that's what you see, or you can see this minor structure here. The thing is that when you have lows that are in the same vicinity, it doesn't change that. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Once you draw your fib, that high of that structure to this point right here, that's still gonna be the same structure no matter what. Does that make sense?
Yeah, got you.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's super important. Like, don't like, and again, it's not necessarily wrong. It's just that you're not really seeing structure if you do all of this. Like, if that's your way of drawing consolidation, cool, but I would just say the easiest way is to, what are the highs and what are the lows? Like that. And this actual assignment, like when you're doing it, oh, these are supposed to be different colors because this is going down, but when you're doing this assignment, another thing that you want to keep in your mind is, what's the best way to say this? What's the best way to say this without confusing? So somebody asked me, they were like, oh, why isn't it all the way at the bottom? Like, this assignment is particularly for understanding structure. Like when it comes to, oh, like drawing on price or the highs or the lows or why I didn't get this wick right here, like you're just understanding the flow of movement for this assignment, okay? You're training your eyes. You are literally training your eyes. I'm gonna actually send a video in y'all's Facebook group of one of my students. Her name is Lindy. She lives in Canada, and she made this video at the end of her course where she was like, you know, I didn't understand the importance of that assignment. I just thought it was super redundant for no reason. But now that I graduated, I see why it was so important. And it's like, because y'all are in the middle of it, you're not gonna see, it's kind of like my niece, right? My niece, I told her not to do something a few hours ago, and she did it anyway. And when she did it, she started screaming her head off, but I told her not to do it. Literally, she fell, but it was because I told her to stay where she was. And it's like, because I've already walked this, like went through this path, I literally know everything that it takes to actually see the structure that you need to see for this course or to be successful in the markets, if that's a better way of saying it. Okay. And y'all don't see these, like these testimonial videos, y'all don't see them for no reason. Like they're literally from people that have taken the same exact course that you guys are taking. Do you see how like the structure that I'm doing right here is not super sloppy? Y'all see that? You see how that uptrend, that downtrend. Some of y'all's like charts and stuff like that, they look crazy. okay? But I really want y'all to get this, but I just need y'all to see, like, I just need y'all to see. I just need y'all to see it. But listen, here, even here, same thing. Do y'all see how this is all the same low right here?
Yes.
So you can mark this off consolidation, like that is fine. Like this entire trend right here is still structure. Because once you guys get to the very, very last assignment, and none of you guys should be there yet, but at the very, very last assignment, you're gonna understand how to draw fibs inside of fibs before you get to the markups, okay? Once you get to that assignment, you will see like why the structure inside of the structure is so important. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does it make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Does anybody have any questions about it? Because I really like,
Yes.
I really want to make sure y'all have clarity on this. And when y'all have consolidating structures, again, like understand that where you are in the market and understand that it's consolidation. Like all of these are lower lows in this area, right? I mean, lower highs. So we have lower high, lower high, lower high. Once you get to this point right here, this is no new low. So there's no new fib to draw. That's the best way I can explain it. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay, so somebody said they had a question. What's your question?
Hello, good evening, Jessica. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Okay, I'm fine, thank you. Congratulations on your article in Yahoo.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. So yes, by the way, you're doing an excellent job with these taking time out to speak with us, because I've taken a couple of courses and I literally like never got anything like this before. So even these group calls are just so helpful. So thank you so much for taking the time out, because you didn't have to do this.
No problem.
Other instructors are not doing this.
No problem.
But so I did want to clarify what you were saying about the flag. You said that if we're marking the flag up, like where it hits multiple points at the same price, then we're not understanding the structure.
What do you mean? Say that one more time.
Okay, you said like we can flag the consolidation area. Like, yeah, do that flag where it's like horizontal line all the way
Right
across.
here? Right here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, no, all I'm saying is not that you're not necessarily understanding structure. All I'm saying is like doing all of this isn't really gonna benefit you. So it doesn't really make sense to do it, but this is consolidation, right? But what I'm saying is not this. What I'm saying is if you trace price, you are not understanding structure, right?
Okay.
If you don't actually see the highs and lows inside of here, and somebody just came to this chart with like a blank like mindset, right? And they just decided to, hold on, where's my annotation? Can y'all see the screen?
You're not sharing screen, Jess.
Oh, I'm not. Wait 1 second. Hold on. That's so awkward. Hold on.
I'm just looking at you.
Okay, can y'all see it now? I was like, why my annotation not coming up? So what I'm saying is if you, this flag right here that we were just talking about, right? If you do this inside of this flag, like that's still consolidation, so okay, but what I'm saying is it's like, it's not necessary. But that's not what I was talking about when I said that's not understanding structure. What I'm saying is not understanding structure is if you're tracing price. So let's say you don't see this is a low, this is a high. Let's say you don't see that's a low, this is a high, this is a pullback, and this is a continuation, right? Let's say that you just decided to go like here, 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 and trace all of this price. That's not understanding structure. That's what I'm saying. Like that's just you tracing price.
Okay.
But that's
Wow.
not really understanding the flow of movement that's in the market that you need to know in order for fibs. Because Fibonacci, again, is where do you get in, where do you get out, where is the market going, where does it pull back to next? And what I was saying about this part is anytime you have a same low, right? Like whether it's, you'll have it a lot in GBP pairs and gold, right? You will have like a lot of consolidation before that next move, because these are pairs that are very volatile. A lot of people trade them, like literally is buyers versus sellers. Anytime in these moves, you will have big impulses. That's why Great British Pounds and gold are, I would say, the harder pairs to trade, but they pay the most, right? Like a small move on GBP JPY will pay you out, whereas you can have the same exact like movement on, let's say, AUD USD, but you won't make as much money of it, right? Because like even if you look at gold, what a 200 pip move can happen just like that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
Hey,
yes, somebody just said something.
yeah, Jess.
Mm-hmm.
What is a what is a consolidation in one time frame can be a different structure in a different time frame, right?
Yes.
Exactly. All right.
Yes. Yep. So there was a pair that I went over. There was a pair that I went over. I don't know if we did it on the last Zoom call. I don't know. I need to find it because it was a perfect example of that. But I talked about it in the chart talk group for sure. It was a GBP JPY and it was structure inside of structure. And it was like the actual pairs that's traded. But in all honesty, you guys, like I'm happy whoever said that, Brianna, I think your name's Brianna, in regards to like the calls that I do on the side. I just want y'all to win, like for real,
Thank
for
you.
a fact. And it's super important to me.
Thank you.
That's why I'm like trying to emphasize and like make sure y'all are good, because it's no other people that got like, and it's like, it's so crazy because it's like I mentioned on the last call, my manager was like, if you do one call with them, they're gonna always expect it. Don't do it. I was like, no, because I'm not just doing this to sell a course. Like I'm doing this to really set people free and make them money. Like that's why I teach free every Monday for the people like that can't afford it. There are so many people in different countries, Ethiopia, different countries, and well, Ethiopia is Africa, but so many different countries in Africa where these people can't afford education. And I want y'all to take it so serious because they're able to take money for, like that student in Tanzania, everything that y'all learned in this course, I did a 4-hour like master class over there for free for them, right? And everything that y'all learning in this course that y'all have so much time to practice and review videos and go back over, they literally sat there for 4 hours and just downloaded in their brains everything that I said and took notes. And they're doing amazing monetarily. Like if they can do it from a one class that was 4 hours, that they didn't have me checking homework at all, nothing, right? But they want it. It's the want. It's how much you gonna put into it. Like if it's one person that literally never made over $5 a day in their life, they can go in the market and make $1,500 in 2 days. Like it's crazy. Okay.
That's real
God bless you,
possible.
Jess.
God bless you, Jess.
Because it's like it's
I
so
know.
true.
God bless you, Jess. I got a quick question. I hate to fast forward to the end, but for the last assignment, when I mark up the chart, do I give that a week to play out? Is that how I do it? Like I mark up all my charts,
Yes.
give it a week to play out, and then repeat next week?
Yep. So
Okay.
you need to give it a week to play out. So basically you're gonna do all of your charts Friday when the market closes. They need to be done by Sunday by the time the market opens. And every single week, you're going to see your charts play out back to back to back to back to back.
So if I'm just getting to it, I mean, I could probably I gotta wait till Friday, or can I just got to it, so can I wait till Friday?
Friday. Wait till Friday when the market's closed.
When is so the market's closed Friday and Saturday and opens up Sunday?
Yep. It
Gotcha.
closes at 5 p.m. on Friday, opens up 5 p.m. on Sunday. But friends, this is also what I want to say to you, okay? And I
Well-
promise you, like, I swear I say this so out of love, I promise. But how
It's
are
been 7
you
weeks.
doing?
It's been 7 weeks, Jess.
It's the truth. I'm on week 7.
It's been 7 weeks, 8 weeks, and
It has
I've
been.
gone over stuff, and I haven't skipped nothing. I've been doing it by the book. I'm not trying to skip anything. I'm taking in everything, doing everything as you
Hasn't been
say.
7 weeks?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah,
purchased the
it
course
has.
October 27.
No games, Jess.
my
We've
God,
been
my
your
flight.
your
Yeah.
first crop has
Yeah,
been
I-
for real.
Yeah, I'm behind, but
Okay,
in
well,
the month of December, we should be on the list.
No, because I want y'all to do the fibs inside. So I just didn't think that anybody was at that point yet. Okay, so can y'all tell me how many of y'all are all the way at the end? Because that's crazy.
And
Now,
I
I'm
am.
on the structure video. I'm not at 7. I'm on the structure video.
I am as well.
Hold up, you're telling me you guys all the way in? I just started last week.
but we started a long time ago, guys. We started
Yes,
like
I started
I
October 27. So
I started
I
at
did
the same
too.
time. I started the same time
And I
that you
started
guys.
October 27th.
Okay,
and
I
have,
gotta get on it.
and
okay.
have been
So
taking
for
it
all,
very seriously.
Jess, Jess,
I have a quick question, Jess.
wait, hold on 1 second. Let me address Kenneth real quick. So Kenneth, for you and Tiara and whoever else is on 7 weeks, I'm gonna send y'all a video.
Okay.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
gonna send y'all a video that I want y'all to practice in the meantime while y'all are waiting on everybody else that have access to this video too, but since they're already on it, I'm just gonna push it out to them. Like I need to push that out to y'all. But really all you're doing is actually I'll just okay, so everybody that's on 7 weeks, stay on this call when y'all finish, and then I'm just gonna show y'all what y'all need to do.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
okay.
Yes, I have a question about structure, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So when I go to draw my structure on the charts, do you have I didn't see where I should start. Like, how far should I go back in time? Like, should I start maybe like in January 2020, or should I go back to 2019 and then start drawing the structure?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You just want to find 5 trends. They could be anywhere, but the version of TradingView that you have, when you drop down to your 30-minute, you might not be able to see structure depending on, I don't know what version you have. If you have the
I have the Pro Plus.
Okay, if you have the highest version, I think you can go all the way to the beginning of 2019. So just find your 5 trends after that.
Okay.
Yeah, just find your 5 trends after that. But as far as everyone else, in regards to the structure, like what Liz and Faith said is just very, very important. And then also, y'all, like, I really am just trying my best to accommodate y'all, but also I don't know nobody that, like, I have so many friends with automated courses and they don't never, ever care about somebody with homework. Like I put Liz and Faith in the group because I do want to I want them to like help give guidance. But I also want to say, like, just please make sure y'all not asking the same questions that's already been posted. What I'm gonna do is put a frequently asked questions section in there so that if anybody has questions, you can like refer to that point. But I don't want them to feel like they're working a job because they're traders, they're amazing, they're wonderful, and they're helping. But at the same time, like, I don't want them to be stressed. And it's like some of it is literally because we know, like, when it comes to structure, okay, cool. But like the very first assignment, nobody should get that wrong at all. And if you do not have the capacity, and again, I'm just being honest, if you do not have the capacity to get the first assignment correct, you lack the ability to pay attention to detail. And the ability to pay attention to detail is extremely important in trading. Like that is what trading is made of. Because one wrong thing can blow your account if you do not have the proper risk management or understand your positions. If you don't have the ability to pay attention to detail, that's one trade that can go south for no reason, just because you chose to cut corners. Everything matters, like, especially in this course, man, I promise you, like, it's the blueprint and it's no secrets. And again, if it's these people, and I'm not saying like these people in Africa as like everybody's equal. But what I am saying is, I will say for a fact, like even Chantel, my student in Jamaica that flipped that $250, she's now over $800,000 profit in her account. And my students that are in different countries always work the hardest. And that's a fact. Like, and it's not because like I want it to be that way. I'm just talking about the track record of my own students. Like my students in these third world countries, mind you, they want just different lives. And Chantel lives a great life. Like, mind you, she is a doctor. But like the fact that she a doctor, and also like that's the lady that bought her mom a house cash because of trading.
I think I saw her testimonial too.
Yes, but she bought her mom a house from trading. Like, it's just like, and mind you, honestly, y'all have way more than she got. Faith and Liz got way more than she got, because she was one of my first students way back when. And I was still trying to finalize this entire course curriculum. Like now everybody learns from the same exact pairs, everything. Like y'all have more coursework than she had. So I just personally feel like it's no excuse, and just do the work. Like that's it, man. Just do the work.
Hey, Jess, can I ask you a question about that? I want to thank you for those real testimonials, but well, not a but like I see the testimonials, we see the testimonials, and we hear about some of the successes and the win rates that your former students are having. So I guess I'm trying to get a gauge. I'm about halfway through the course right now, and I'm starting to see things. Like things are starting to click. But what I'm trying to figure out is realistically, like what do you expect is a realistic like win rate for someone who takes this seriously, right? Someone who's going through it at the pace manner that you're suggesting, that's really digesting this information. I know I see testimonial videos of people talking about, 90% win rates and things like that. But if you had to average it out, realistically, like what can we expect if we're really diving into this and taking it seriously?
If you are really diving into it and taking it serious, I mean, when it comes to your win ratio or when it comes to your account flipping, because those are two different things out of just full transparency. When it comes to your win ratio, like I don't expect anything less than 90%, to be honest, if you taking it serious. Okay. When I say your account flipping, that depends on your confidence level. You know what I'm saying? Some people, okay, so when you guys get to the trading psychology part of the course, you have two things in trading. You have fear and you have greed, okay? Your ability to master yourself in this process in regards to your money management and in regards to also like your discipline, meaning listening to just the steps, okay? And I'm gonna use an example of one of my former students when I say this. One of my former students, I told them always wait for your trend line break and retest. Like he came out the course blazing. I said, never enter a trade, wait on your confirmation first. And some people anticipate the move and they don't want to wait for that break and retest, and then the market kept dropping and he thought it was going to go in a buy, and it did go in a buy, but he didn't wait on the break and retest first. So it fell 100 pips before it went into that buy because he anticipated that movement. But that was literally just not following his trading plan and the rules that he has. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see that, and I appreciate that. I've started to do some back testing, just based on where I am and, like, market. I'm in the confluences module, and I've started to do the replay feature and started to try to, I mark where I see the divergence. I do the break and retest, and I do the zones, and then I try to guess. I've started to try to guess what I can see next with a little bit of Fibonacci, and I'm starting to see some things play out the way I see it, but also things that aren't playing out, and I'm trying to figure out why it didn't play out. And a lot of it is, to your point, what you're saying, like sort of just assuming or just taking for granted, like, okay, this is going to happen, and making an assumption rather than waiting for it. So that makes
faith
yeah.
or list, I want y'all to tell them my motto, please.
Trade what you see, not what you think. We don't predict the market. We wait for the market to do what it wants to do, and then we react to it.
Hey, I had to mute somebody. Can you say it one more time? Because somebody.
I said we do not predict the market. We wait to see what it does, and then we react to it.
That is how you don't lose trades. You only trade that part that you see, not what you think. And I have a video that I actually just did with these private students that I have. Actually a group, some of my group students, and that was the main thing. They're on their last 4 weeks of the course where they have their markups, and we was looking at one that didn't play out, and I said, why would you have it breaking this trend line? And he said, I don't know. And I said, that's not a good enough answer. Everything in trading, especially when you finish this course, any person that is taking my course, if you lose a trade, you will know exactly why you lost it. Period. Like, you will know because you're able to go back and look at it. What did I do? You know what I'm saying? So I asked him, I said, why would you have it breaking this trend line? He was like, I don't know. I was like, but it's a trend line there. What does that mean? You can't assume that it's going to break it. You know that price is going to go there. So that should be your only analysis. And at that point, you look to see what happens next.
Hi, Jessica. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
It's a continuation of the question that I would do ask, and that is normal expected win rate of trades.
Like,
now, I presume that the more trades you take without the adequate amount of confluences would reduce your win rate. Would you agree?
No, because wait, whose microphone is that? It's like ticking like crazy. I'm about to mute everybody, and then, oh, Vince, it was actually yours. So I just muted you. When I answer you, you can take it back off and ask and respond back to me. But no, I don't, because the way that I teach and the way that my students learn to take trades, we don't take nothing that we don't have confirmations on. And it's so crazy because some people can be like, okay, well, you can't say that it's a guarantee, but it really is, because I don't take nothing that I'm not sure about, right? Like, I just don't. Like, if I have any doubt in my mind about a particular move, I'm not going to take it. Like last week when I gave out that EU setup, that was 100% guaranteed. It was clear. It was clear as day. Trades that you look at and you're like, I'm not really sure, it could do this, it could do that, you wait on. And those are the ones that you set your alerts so that when it gets in that area, you look to see what's happening, opposed to like actually having a reason behind it. You see what I'm saying? And that's just like facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, when y'all listen to Uriel and he was like, you know, his ratio in the 90% or whatever, is just, don't take trades that you're not sure about. Now, when it comes to the actual, like, okay, what is the expectance in regards to like flipping your account? Again, everybody's different. Some people are literally have no fear in the market. We gonna use Aaron, for instance, the guy that y'all saw that video that he made that 20,000 that week, he started his account with $3,000 and flipped it to Liz. What did he flip his account to?
He flipped it to 7,000.
And then what? Like total.
And then 20. Oh, total 80,000.
Yeah, he started a $3,000 account. I would say, when did he finish the course? He finished about 3 months ago, 3-4 months ago. He flipped a $3,000 account to 80,000. Like, it just depends on you. Also, some people start accounts with different things. Like my student Angelica. Angelica didn't like seeing numbers over 10,000. Like that's her risk management. That's her risk tolerance. So she would literally start an account with $250, always flip it to 10,000 and then withdraw everything. Now, in trading and investing, the more money you have in your account, the more money you can leverage. But everybody has psychological things when it comes to money. Like everything matters. That's why I put the psychology video all the way at the end, because who you are and how you feel about money, your identity behind money, whether your parents told you that money didn't grow on trees, all these different things, like that is literally your feelings about money. And that fear will have implications based off of who you are, based off of those feelings that you have about money. So different investing that people do, some people aren't willing to risk as much as others would, because some people don't have an emotional attachment to money, whereas some people do. So all of these things are like, that's why personal development is also super important. You know what I'm saying? But in regards to just the trading system, from like what I am teaching you guys, I don't expect nothing less than a 90% at all.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We appreciate that.
No problem. But
Yes.
but
Can I,
I'm sorry, go ahead, Liz. Or who was about to say something?
can I ask you a question about structure?
Yeah.
So basically, to summarize what you expect us to do in this assignment, are we basically, like, let's say, for example, we found an uptrend. Are we just looking, are we marking higher and higher lows?
Quick question.
Wait, let her finish real quick. What can you said, are you just marking higher highs and higher lows?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're doing, but you're finding 5 trends, and then you're identifying the 1 hour and 30-minute structure inside of those 5 trends. So when you finish, your homework should look like this. I'm gonna actually show Liz is to show you guys. It will look like, hold on 1 second. Okay. So it's gonna look like this. So you see where she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like the second assignment is the most work. Once you get over that, the course is like, the first assignment is the easiest, the second was the hardest, everything else is in between. But again, even though it's a lot of work, it's work that's literally teaching you how to print money for the rest of your life. So please just do it. But you see how she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Euro JPY, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, GBP USD, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. GJ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, USD CAD 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like all of these were her peers and what she did for her actual assignment. And then once you get done, hold on. Okay, once you get done, it's gonna look like this. So you see how she has this right here? That's a 4-hour trend. And then she has that 1 hour trend inside of each 4 hour. She just continued to practice. That's why she has this on like a different assignment that she had actually turned in. But then she has each 1 hour trend broken down into 30-minute structure.
Okay.
Hey, just a real quick question back to risk management. Would you recommend a certain percentage of your account
Your microphone, your microphone is
per trade.
your microphone is
That's
a
his
little
internet.
messed up. Oh, well, your internet's a little messed up. Basically, you said, do I recommend a certain amount per trade? That depends on your comfortability level. Because this is the thing, man. Like, honestly, you get to a certain point, and it's like I have to, when I talk to people, like new people, I have to like bring myself back to being new so I can like feel the emotions that I used to feel to articulate this correctly, because trading is 100% a journey. Um, as far as your trading plan and risk management, that's all the way at the end once you get done with your psychology part. But yes, risk to reward ratio, you will have one. That's different for everybody depending on how comfortable you feel. Just like swing trading, scalping, and intraday trading is different for everybody. I don't teach you guys whether you want to be an intraday trader, swing trader, or scalper. I teach you structure, and based off of your personality, you decide which one of you I want to identify with, because just like you see, 30-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour structure are all the same. They're just different time frames of structure. So if you are, most people have the problem in trading where they only analyzing on a major like 1 hour, 4 hour structure and expecting the right now money to happen, but they're not looking at the right now movements, right? It's like they're only looking at one part of the puzzle. So yeah, that risk to reward is just based off of you. I do in the trading plan, like write out, you know what I'm saying, my thoughts. But again, that's up to you. Like, it depends on how much you start your account with, because the more money you have in your account, the not sloppier people get, but I think that they don't take as much discipline as a smaller account. A smaller account, you have to be super precise about your entries. You have to be super on it with everything. So your risk to reward is like, it's easier for people to flip smaller accounts. Oh, this is such a like a gem drop right here. Okay. So for y'all that's traders, y'all about to be like, oh, that's facts. Okay, so look. So cause this just like came over me. Like, flipping, okay, so let's use a smaller number and then use a larger number. Flipping a $200 account to 2,000 is super easy, right? But flipping a $20,000 account to 200,000 would be more challenging for some people because they're not used to seeing the large numbers. So when they see drawdown of like, if you have a $200 account, you shouldn't be in more than like what, $25 drawdown, like $25, $30, $40, right? So you're seeing these smaller numbers. But if you have a $20,000 account, right? Like let's say when your account gets that big, you can be sloppier because your entries and exits don't really have to be as precise, because if you're leveraging your account properly, even if you mess up, you can hold the position till it goes back in profit, because by the way that you're going to learn in this course, you're going to understand structure. So even if you didn't get like that perfect entry that you wanted, when you hold the position, it's like, okay, you know it's going to play out because you understand where the market is going, right? You just might be in a little bit more drawdown than you want to be. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
But the position, if you didn't over leverage and you use proper risk management on that large account, like what if you $20,000, if you went $1,000 drawdown just because you had a stupid entry, or you just like was not crossing your I's or dotting your I's and crossing your T's, then you can still hold on to that position until you get your little $3,000 or whatever it is for that particular trade, right? But with a $200 account, right? $250, you're not gonna go $100 in drawdown on a $200 account. That's 50% drawdown. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
So that risk management part is just like, is really, really dependent on, it's so many variables. Like when people talk about risk management when it comes to trading, because I personally feel like if you trying to make trading your lifestyle, like you gonna go all in. Like I personally feel like if you have any fear, why are you doing this? But that's also where I am now. That's why I mean, like I have to take myself back because I remember the days where after I lost that 100,000, like I told y'all, I was stuck. Like I was scared to place trades. I was scared to place positions. Like I would like before I really figured this out, I would literally look at my phone a million times, like just make sure it's in profit, like, you know, and them anxiety moments are real. They are real. They are definitely real. But once you master it, it's like anything in life. Once you master it, you know it like the back of your hand. Like I had a friend, he like is this videographer, and I went with him to this event. He's setting up equipment, pressing all these buttons, stuff like that. He like, if anything happened, he went to a bathroom. He was like, if anything happens or you see anything, press this button and do this. And I'm like, wait, what? Right? Because that's not the language that I speak. But anything that you become more familiar with, it's gonna be like second nature. So like these numbers to me now, they like second nature. The market's like second nature. Like, did y'all see how Faith and Mike yesterday, like, mind you, they didn't even graduate that long ago. Like, Faith, when did you graduate? Like 5 months ago? Yeah. So like what, 5 months ago? And she literally taught that call like it was me. Like,
and she killed it. And she killed it.
Period. And Mike. You know what I'm saying? So that just made me super happy. But anyways, so I didn't want the call to be too long, but I definitely wanted to have another check-in call with y'all. Please do all 7 pairs before you ask any questions to Faith and Liz, just because, again, like you are not, like I'm telling you guys, and they're telling you guys, and any of my other students have graduated will tell you guys also, it's going to seem frustrating while you're going through that assignment. It's going to be like, oh my God, like, I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I promise you, as you continue to do it, it's going to click. It will click. It will click. On the 3rd pair, that's when you start to be like, oh, okay, I'm starting to get it. And mind you, every pair is different. Every trend is different. Everything is different. That's why you're getting familiar with the market. Them consolidation ranges, you have to understand that minor structure consolidation, those, I feel like that's what messes a lot of people up on that 30-minute. Somebody said, where can you ask a question to Liz or Faith? In the Facebook group. But also, please don't send them private messages. Please put the messages in the actual chat so that if somebody has the same question, everybody can see it, so that, and then I will go through the questions periodically and add it to the frequently asked question. But you will definitely have a frequently asked question section for assignment number 2, because they have told me all the questions they have been asked, okay?
Hey, Jess, I got a question.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going through the replay or doing the replay on TradingView, and maybe you can give me some advice here. I'm going through the replay and I can see structure when it happens, but it seems like I'm having a problem seeing it before it happens when I go through the replay.
What you mean?
Like I go through the replay on TradingView, like I'll go back like, I don't know, maybe a month, 2 months, and I'll draw my trend lines and try to replay it. And it's like I'm just not seeing the structure when I hit the replay and it's just going. You know what I'm saying?
Are you all the way at the end of the course yet?
I'm almost there. I'm at the top-down analysis. And I was just going back to do back testing to see if I was seeing, you know, what I need to be seeing.
No, do me a favor. Do me a favor.
That's right.
Did you do, if you're at your top-down analysis, did you do your markups before Sunday, or you just got to it?
No, I'm just back testing on TradingView.
No,
so
I get what you're saying, but if you at your top-down analysis part, that's not the back testing.
No, it's not. I'm just back testing to see if I can see when stuff actually happens, when I can see structure.
You gotta
when I
watch
do the back
videos,
testing.
bro. Practice more. You gotta watch the videos.
Dude, I've watched them multiple times, Don.
Oh,
I don't know what I'm missing.
I understand what you're saying. I just don't want you to do the back testing.
Okay.
I don't want you to. I want you to do the last 4 weeks with the actual like right now price.
Okay.
Okay. And then it's gonna help you click in regards to the back testing. But I just want you to see it play out back to back. Okay.
Okay.
I'm also
Okay.
gonna drop if y'all are already on that assignment. So everybody that's at the end of the course, just stay on this call because this call about to be done. If is there anybody that's not in the last 4 weeks of the course that's still on this call right now?
Me.
I'm just taking my time, Jess. I mean, I
Me.
start, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Me
I'm
too.
on I'm on module 6. Well, with
Yeah,
the
I want
structure
y'all to
module.
definitely take your time. It's just like they said, they signed up in October, and I really can't believe it's been 7 weeks. Like,
And I started
I
November 28th. That's when I bought the course, November 28th. So I'm
oh
like a
yeah,
month
so take
behind
your time. Take your time. Like, I
I
definitely
start
know. I know everybody's at different levels, so definitely take your time. 100%.
Jess, I started in October, but I got a super busy job, but I'm getting to it, That's why I'm taking my time. I
Yeah,
got a
no,
super busy job.
it's no problem at all. Like, as much time as you need, you guys can take. I just don't want it to be anything less than that 10 to 12 weeks. Because if it's anything less, like just flying through it, like the fact that somebody paid for it last week and 97% done, I'm just like, okay, it's not like it's not gonna work. Like, it's not like you can't just watch it and not apply it and expect it to work. You know what I'm saying? So as long as it doesn't take any less than 10 weeks, I'm perfectly fine. But everybody that's on 7 and this your first week, then you right on track. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, that's right.
Jess, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I'm starting module 6, and in the videos, you recommended that we choose our own pairs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recommend that we use the same pairs from your previous course, like the ones that are listed on the screen when you do the video?
Oh yeah, no, that's not my previous course. All my students trade their own pairs. So like y'all saw how last night Faith had like AUD pairs. Like, I don't trade AUD at all. So it's just whatever you like whatever economies you like, whatever. I guess I can send are you super new to Forex? Just in general?
Yes, I've never traded before. This is all new to me.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is put in a section. Hold on, let me make a note to myself. What I'm gonna do is put in a section, and I'm gonna give you guys slow pairs. I'm just gonna tell you like how the flow and the movement of them. So I'm gonna give you guys slow, medium, and fast pairs, and then y'all can pick from there, so that y'all at least understand the flow of movement. In regards to the slow pairs, I would say slower pairs are easier to learn on. Those are like Australian pairs, New Zealand pairs, Great British Pound pairs are definitely they're the best to me because they make the most money. But gold is like probably one of the hardest, but it's a commodity. It's not even actually currency, but you can trade it in the foreign exchange market. But gold will pay you big time. Stay away from indices. I'll actually break all this down. So I will put
Okay, and
notes.
you do
Hey,
list some of those in
Jess.
your video.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that I was on the right track. I'm gonna choose my own and then figure it out. But you definitely list some of the slow pairs, some of the medium pairs,
Oh, do
and
I?
it is good information to know. Yes, it's on the
Okay.
video. It's good information to know that the slower ones are easier to learn from. So I'll probably start there. Thank you so much.
No problem. No problem at all.
Jess,
Okay.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I bought your automated version of the course 3 weeks ago.
Mhm.
Can I pay? I didn't know that you had different versions of the course. Can I pay the difference now to switch to the group version?
Yes, but this is the thing. I personally just don't think it's worth it. And I said this on last call, for anybody that like absolutely feels as though like they just can't do it on their own, then I don't mind you going to group. But I just want y'all to actually like do this one full out, because I promise you it's the same material. Like, and even with my students, everybody learns from the same peers, because at the end of the course, when somebody like let's say Aaron, he flips 3,000 to 80,000, right? And then somebody's scared to take a trade. It's like everybody has the same peers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody learned from the same material. So it's like it's the same information.
Okay, the only concern I had about doing the automated version is, again, the homework and knowing if I'm doing it right or not doing it right. And that was my only concern about switching to the group course.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Like last week we talked about me giving like what not to do in regards to homework examples, but when I was going through some of the videos with my students of me actually like explaining stuff like that, like some of them would give like personal information, so it's like I have to redo all of the videos to where it's like this is not what it's supposed to look like, opposed to actually sending Zoom calls. There is one that I did pull to the side. That's a fib one. And then for y'all that have the last 4 weeks of the course, I'm sending that also. For the second assignment, I'm still trying to find one that's like appropriate to send. That's a better way to put it. But y'all have the homework examples already in the course now. It's just the homework examples of like what shouldn't be done. I'm gonna put in there.
Okay.
But it's like I also
Understand,
feel like it might be confusing too. Well, okay, this is what I want to say. Not confusing, but please just make sure y'all actually do the assignments before y'all watch the video of if it's wrong or how it's wrong.
Makes sense.
And to
Hey,
continue
Jess.
on that, just
Thank
can I
you.
ask a question?
No
I'm
problem.
sorry, go ahead. So Jess, when you say the homework assignments are provided, is and they may be the of what not to do, is that for module 6 as well? Like with the foundation and the zones? Because that was what I was struggling with. I
Yeah,
thought I was getting it right, but I'm
no, the homework examples are in there. The homework examples are in there, but the ones of what not to do are not in there because they were like all the students, like they had like Zoom calls. So some of them were like say personal information, stuff like that. So it's just like having to go through and like create a what not to do video.
Gotcha. And is there anything, if I'm brand new to Forex and I just wanted to know if there was anything else that I could be reading or working on to I guess get a better understanding of module 6, like starting out?
No,
Recommend.
no.
Just keep watching the video over and
No,
over.
no, yeah, well, no. Because module 6 is just steps. It's just like now the actual foundation, I mean, the actual foundation assignment, that's just steps. That's just like learning through and getting familiar with TradingView, and then the whole like 500 to 1,000 pips, and then the 5,000 to 10,000 if you do gold. But that's just steps. Like that is no matter where you are in your trading journey, like everybody should be able to do that assignment. The second assignment in module 6, that's fine also. Like everything, as long as y'all watch those first module 1 through 4, then you'll be perfectly fine. Because honestly, the people that never traded before probably have an advantage because y'all never like, and you guys can ask Faith and Liz this because they traded with other people before they took my course. Like the more you learn about trading, not the more you learn about trading. That's the wrong thing to say. I want to explain it like if somebody did options, you can have a whole bunch of different strategies, but if you don't master a strategy, you're never going to get it. Like when you learn the right thing out the gate, it will make you 10 times more successful because you don't have to now unlearn something. Does that make
Okay, and I think, yeah, definitely. I think that's what I'm probably having to do.
Yeah. Some
And
people,
why it's not clicking. Yeah.
some people like they'll learn Ichimoku Cloud, they'll learn Elliott Wave, they'll learn all these different methodologies of how they approach the market. And they get messed up because when they get to the charts, they don't know, like they have all this stuff in their brain and they know a lot about a whole bunch of little things, but not enough about one thing that's about to make them money.
Yeah, I agree. I had to uncondition my mind with some of the things that I learned when I came to Jess.
Yeah, but as far as like you being brand new, I honestly think brand new people are probably better off than people who know stuff to a certain extent in regards to this course, because you don't have to deal with like a lot of the psychological trauma that other people have had to deal with.
Give me the mail. Did you
Okay.
take a shower? Go get a book.
All right.
Got you.
So,
I'm just gonna keep on watching the videos and drilling it in my brain and just going from there. I appreciate everything.
yeah, no.
Jess, can I just say really quick?
Uh-huh.
Because most of the people are leaving. But I just wanted to tell you guys, listen, don't get lazy on the charts. And when I say don't get lazy, I'm just saying your drawings, you know, everything that you're learning as you're going through the course, make sure that you utilize it. So if you have to put a trend line, put a trend line. Don't get lazy and not put the trend line. You know, do everything that Jess is walking you through. Just stay diligent and watch the videos. You'll get this. Because you know you want to stop, you don't want to work for anybody, you want to work for yourself, you want to travel, you want to be free. So just think, pretty soon you'll have an ATM sitting right in your living room.
That's a fact. Faith, you got something you want to say before I show the other people what they need to do this week?
No, that's spot on. That's spot on, Liz.
All right, perfect. All right, well, y'all can hop off unless you are at the very, very end of the course. Everybody who's not at the end, definitely hop off, because this stuff is just gonna confuse you and it might look super intimidating. You'll get there, and also there's gonna be a video made on everything that I'm showing them tonight, so don't worry about it. Like I promise you, y'all will have the same exact information. But if you want to hop on again,
Just real quick, are you gonna post this call and the previous Monday night calls on? Because I only see one on there.
not the previous, just because it's the same exact information. Like we've been doing the same thing every week. It's just like, because everybody comes in and everybody has questions about assignment number 2. So I just wanted to do a call where everybody just like, this the information, new people, this what you need to do, old people, not old, ooh, not but sorry, but seasoned students, this is what y'all need to do, and it's just like understood between everybody.
All right, thanks a lot, Jess. Really appreciate everything.
No problem. No problem.
Bye.
All right, y'all have a good day. Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh.
Jess,
Yes.
can I stick around for this? I'm brand new, but can I stick around? I don't wanna.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing else to do.
Any of y'all can stick around. It's not even going to be long. I'm just going to show them what they need to do for this upcoming week while they wait on the market to close for them to do their top-down analysis. So everybody who is on the last 4 weeks of the course, okay, y'all's top-down analysis, I'm going to make a video of this for everybody again and put it actually in the group. But for y'all's last 4 weeks, this is what y'all need to do. Actually, let me stop recording.